LEGO blessed us with pretty much a remake of the 10193 2009 Medieval Market Village set, and here I have a copy that LEGO sent to us, thanks so much for that. And even though this set revives the LEGO Goat, along with the CMF 25 series, I wanna check out if this whole package here delivers the same excellence as the goated Lion Knight's Castle from 2 years ago as I'm doing this review. Let's find out!
Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
I gotta admit that initially this set did not excite me. The box art doesn't really scream nostalgia like the Lion Knight's Castle did, and I wish they at least kept the background design and the colorfulness of the Market Village box, or even some form of the yellow ye olde LEGO Castle design. That would be great for this set. The black icons box just doesn't fit here IMO and does the set quite a disservice. You get 2 manuals, so it's easy to build with 2 people, that's nice, it's a playset after all. We also have the first manual with the lore of some of the townspeople and what they do and what the story behind the set is. The split design is not the only cue that connects this to the Lion Knight's Castle. You have multiple references, Easter eggs, or even design cues or technique choice selections for the building that will kind of remind you a lot of the Lion Knight's Castle. Selection of characters is good for this set, 8 minifigs going through the castle history a little bit, referencing some old things and just covering just about any profession you can think of in such a medieval town. The goat made for the first time in dark bluish grey with tan horns. We have a recurrence of goats this year with the CMF goat and now this one, and even the set references that by having a sticker on the town's tree showing that the goat is on sale. My favorite Easter egg of the entire set. The innkeeper is making sure that every guest is cared for. The shieldsmith is preparing beautiful Lion Knight's shields for the queen. The tax collector with the queen's decree is making sure everybody is paying their fair share of taxes, more on him later. The Lion Knight's guardsman with his spear is looking over the town, ensuring safety, while the Wolfpack crook is always to something no good and he's even having his own wanted poster on the town's tree. From other townsfolk we have the carpenter who's working very hard on the queen's furniture with multiple tools. The tapestry weaver is here to make beautiful decorations for the castle up the hill, and last but not least we have the boy cheesemaker with funny face expression making sure that the town gets their nice supply of fresh, delicious cheese. Hey, by the way, if you like the shirt I'm wearing, you can get yours today. These shirts are made in partnership between Beyond the Brick and Bricks and Minifigs stores, so you can get those at participating Bricks and Minifigs locations with all these cool logos and Bricks are my sport, and you can also order one online at the link in the description below. All these lovely folks have their tools of the trade. We have the cheesemaker's stand, we have multiple tools from the workshop, with even an IKEA manual, if you will, for making the chairs. And yes, these same chairs are in the Lion Knight's Castle, fun connection here. And also there's a cart for the hay or just for working on the farm and delivering the hay or even the cheese. Fun fact, if you spot these letters throughout the set, they each have a different sigil, so let me know in the comments what you think this refers to. The main town's tree where the kids can play is a nice build, not too complicated, but it has some good looks to it, and the Easter eggs are the mentioned goat sale poster, the wanted poster for the crook, and also a reference to the old castle dragon. Super cool. There's also a small lily pond to the side and some foliage making it a quite detailed area. Both buildings look alright. If I had to choose my favorite, I would go with the Broken Axe Inn together with the tower. It just has better designs for those rock formations and color schemes. The rooftops are better, taking the design with the hay from the castle, I like that a lot. Whereas the farmhouse with the carpentry shop looks a little bit more plain, but it does have some nice designs for the walls. That is a good building technique here, and some more outdoorsy area with that goat pen and some more foliage around. But yeah, they both look good, and yet again I would say the box doesn't give them justice. They look better in person. Starting from the left, we have a carrot garden, a beehive, and a pumpkin patch as well with some bucket of water. There are even some bees flying around the flowers in the back. I like that detail a lot. In the front, massive green door. That's a brick built door, really well designed. A keyed door for the entry to the carpenter's workshop with some nice cobblestone design and some torches. And also the entrance to the cheese shop on the right with a different door design, so you can say the variety is here. Stickers are in use in this set, unfortunately, unlike the Lion Knight's Castle, but they don't distract and just give an extra detail in my opinion. You can see a closer look at the wall design of the building that looks really good, some window sills with flowers and bees flying around, and a rickety fence and closing our go. There's a small gate on the one side of the enclosure, a basin for water for our goat and his friend, squirrel, just visiting, a pine tree, some mushrooms, and overall just an open area to have behind the cheesemaker's shop. There's also a type of a barn door in the back for the goat to enter for a rainy day. The roof here is a much simpler design than the other building, with less details, more studs visible, a nice chimney build, and it's fully removable, so you can have more access to the interior. And inside the shop you will have lots of cheese with candles, utensils, a stovetop being used for cooking milk and melting cheese perhaps, a chair, a kitty enjoying his bucket of milk, and a really cool floor pattern with triangular tiles and plenty of space for multiple minifigs. From the cheese shop you can get right to the carpentry via the opening next to the hinge. The carpenter's workshop has 2 levels, you can remove the roof and the first floor with the crane to access both interiors easily. The carpenter is not only making the furniture, he's also making bows and wooden shields and even quivers, which we can see in the back. There's also a really nice white and blue shade in the back of the building. The workshop is really crowded, you have multiple jumper pieces to place your furniture and tools, so if you pack everything in, it gets really crowded in there. And right adjacent to the workshop of the carpenter we have the tapestry weaver workshop with also nice pattern for the floor, a tapestry piece showcasing the catalog display with the yellow castle from the past, super nice Easter egg, a large sticker if you will, and lots of weaves to create the colors desired. That is also a nice area with nice use also for the chopsticks on the wall as one of the tools. Place back the first floor on the carpenter's workshop and now we have access to the crane. Fun thing here is that you have to open the weaver's workshop to get access to the crane's controls. The cog moves the crane, but also there is a lock lever, so you cannot lower the crane by itself. You have to unlock it first to lower the hook. And also there is a second lever for a hidden trapdoor with the ladder. Something I wasn't expecting here, but that way you can get access to the upper floor. The crane floor doesn't have much else to offer, such as some barrels with pieces of wood and the axles for the cart used in the town. Now onto the bigger section, the Broken Axe Inn. As the name says, we have 2 broken axes by the front door along with the knight's helmet. Nice cobblestone design alongside with green windows contrasting with the wooden framework. Another sticker on the flag showcasing that this is an inn. There's a pie, a meringue perhaps, on the windowsill getting a little colder from the fresh oven, and that yet again beautiful design for the castle style haystack rooftops with 2 different actual colors. We have this reddish brown on the one side and the classic hay color on the other, which is nicely contrasting with the red walls. Castle formations are representing the castle quite well. Some foliage elements, there's some nook here for maybe a hidden treasure if you want. Design choices from the castle, so that's the representation of the Lion Knight's castle of course. And that tree is really nicely growing into the stone on the side with a bird in a beard. Yes, there is a beard piece for that bird's nest. That's a super cute detail I was enjoying when I found it. Probably the best looking part of the set from the exterior side of things. The chimney is also working really well. I just really like how this all presents. Like if you zoom out a little bit, this is a great composition. Another flag emblem here with the guard tower symbol, staircase leading to the tower, again castle design, some wooden steps or maybe a ladder leading to the upper parts of the tower. There's a bat living in the tower, so be careful when you get there. And not really access to the actual top of the tower where you see the guard like in the castle, so you kind of guess how did they get there, right? And if you pay attention, the colors on the flag are another Easter egg that fans of the old castle will appreciate. Shieldmaker's workshop has drippings of paint all over the place, nice detail here, unpainted shields also being worked on, an oven or a fireplace to heat things up, a work table, a lot of tools, brushes, you name it. It's a really packed room. And I really like those drippings again, it's such a nice detail, right? And of course yet another Easter egg here referencing an older set. Right above we have the guardsman's room with a contrasting yellow bed, another work table or letter table with the letter with another one of those stamps or sigils or emblems on it. So that's another Easter egg that you can possibly guess. There's a wooden door. And just a simple design, not much here going on honestly. Stepping into the inn on the left side, we have a nice sitting area of an instrument, maybe Jaskier from The Witcher can play here, a chessboard with chess pieces, also King's Wine with an emblem, barrel on the right side, that's a nice design here, nice floor, a keyed door, so pretty much everything you would expect from a tavern or inn in the medieval times. I like that room a lot. Right above we have the innkeeper's kitchen, so that's a packed room with lots of food. There is crab or lobster, there is turkey or chicken, there is a bag of flour, there is a water bowl, There's a lot of things on the left side with the stovetop and some planks or logs of wood to keep it running. The stovetop actually has an oven below that it can be opened with a wooden door. Nice detail here. And the last but not least, we have the tax collector's room with removable rooftop so you can have an easy access. Nothing much there except for the bed, a desk or a stable, and a hidden compartment that the tax collector is stashing his own, I guess, commission for collecting taxes. I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. Also, you get quite a nice collection of spare pieces in this set. There's plenty to be used throughout the set. You don't have to use them as spares. There's many weapons and such. So if you want to have expand collection of your castle inventory or the market village inventory, then this is the set for that. $230 against $400 Lion Knight's Castle. And personally, I would still buy the Lion Knight's Castle first. Let me tell you that the Lion Knight's Castle is an absolutely goated set, despite not having a goat initially. But this set delivers a very good experience overall. It has even better interiors, honestly, and has much more colorfulness and variety of the build. However, when I was building the Lion Knight's Castle, I felt much more of a connection with the set. Maybe because it was just building a giant castle after all these years. Maybe because of that. So let me tell you, if I wasn't already owning the castle and was thinking about what to buy first, I would go first for the castle and then the town square to complement it. Still, if people are into medieval Lego and they will get this set before the Lion Knight's Castle, you will still enjoy it. It's not a bad set by any means. But all this package combined doesn't deliver as much excitement, in my personal opinion, as the Lion Knight's Castle. But please, Lego, continue doing these things, because medieval and castle themes in Lego are long overdue to be remade and long overdue to be revisited. However, we are actually seeing a renaissance of that with the blacksmith, the castle, and now this, and even gifts with purchase like Magisto's Workshop coming out and so on and so forth. So for me, it's a good thing. Like, let's have more of these things in the future and maybe introduce the older factions yet again. That Brickling Mountain Fortress is kind of like a Black Falcon thing, right? So yeah, you know, it's happening, but you know, just saying that the hype for this set is justified. It is good, but it's not groundbreaking as the Lion Knight's Castle was. That's my final thought. All right, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one really soon.